I love this.
I love it. Oh my goodness.
Have you ever stopped to consider your own knee? Probably not, unless it's complaining after a long run and start betraying with you, right? But that knee, that simple-looking hinge, is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering, and it's giving the world's brightest roboticists a colossal headache. However, today I will not restrict my interest to the knees only, but want to go a little upwards and stop at the leg joints.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
We are obsessed, aren't we, with building ourselves? We forge gods in our image, and with slightly more success, we forge machines. How the she-robot has got such a soft leg joints. How is that possible? In today's Doka video, we will try to find the answer and understand this intricate mechanism. The goal, it seems, is to create a perfect mirror, a mechanical being that moves not like a machine, but like a person. But why is this so mind-bogglingly difficult? Why does a multi-million-dollar robot, a pinnacle of modern technology, still sometimes walk with the cautious gait of a toddler who has just discovered their legs? The secret, the beautiful, frustrating secret, lies in the joints. Everything hinges on the hinge, so to speak. A robot's joint is a place of brutal honesty. It's where elegant software theories come crashing into the unforgiving reality of physics. Think about your own shoulder. You can swing it, circle it, lift it, and reach behind your back to grab that thing you just dropped. In engineering terms, your shoulder is a marvel of multi-axis motion, a glorious ball and socket joint with an absurd number of degrees of freedom. It is a wet, self-lubricating, self-repairing system that runs for decades on nothing but broccoli and optimism. Now, how do you build that with metal, plastic, and wires? The first challenge is the muscle, or what engineers call the actuator. Your bicep is a wondrous thing. It's soft, compliant, and powerful. Pulls, it never pushes, and it works in beautiful harmony with its opposing muscle, the tricep. This agonist-antagonist pairing allows for exquisite control, enabling you to lift a heavy box one moment and gently pick up a potato chip the next. What is the robotic equivalent? Historically, it has been a collection of whirring electric motors and gears, a device known as a servo. But a servo is rigid, it's noisy, and it lacks the inherent springiness of a biological muscle. It's more like a powerful, brutish winch than a finely tuned muscle fiber. So, when this servo-driven arm tries to pick up that potato chip, is it any wonder that it often ends up with potato chip dust? This is the eternal trade-off, isn't it? Engineers have to choose between brute strength and delicate grace. Hydraulic systems, as seen in the stunningly athletic robots from Boston Dynamics, offer incredible power, allowing a machine like Atlas to perform backflips that would make an Olympic gymnast jealous. Yet, have you ever seen Atlas gently shake someone's hand? The very power that allows it to leap and bound makes it inherently dangerous for close interaction with fragile, squishy humans. It's the difference between a blacksmith's hammer and a surgeon's scalpel. And this brings us to the very core of the problem: feedback. Close your eyes and touch your nose. Easy, right? You didn't need to see your finger to know where it was in space. That magical sense is called proprioception, your body's internal GPS for its own limbs, powered by a network of sensors in your muscles and joints. How does a robot replicate this? With a dizzying array of sensors: encoders to measure angle, force torque sensors to measure pressure, and inertial measurement units to sense orientation. All this data, thousands of data points a second, flows back to the robot's central processor. It's a heroic effort to mimic something we do without a second thought. But is a flood of data the same as a feeling? Is knowing the precise torque on your elbow joint, down to the Newton meter, the same as instinctively knowing you're about to crush that egg you're holding? This is where the software and algorithms perform their delicate dance. Complex control loops, predictive models, and now a healthy dose of artificial intelligence, all work in concert to translate that river of sensor data into fluid movement. Researchers are constantly developing new ways to make this work. One fascinating area is series elastic actuators, which cleverly place a spring between the motor and the joint. This small addition makes a world of difference, adding a bit of give and compliance to the system, much like a human muscle. It allows the robot to absorb shocks and to feel forces more naturally, preventing it from being so dangerously rigid. It's a step away from the blacksmith's hammer and a tiny shuffle closer to the surgeon's scalpel. But even with the most mechanically perfect joint, we face another problem: the uncanny valley of touch. Imagine shaking hands with a humanoid robot. Even if its grip is perfectly calibrated, the feeling of cold, hard metal is an immediate and stark reminder that you are not interacting with a living thing. It's alienating. This is why researchers are going to extraordinary lengths to graft skin onto these mechanical skeletons. But what does it mean to give a robot skin? Are we just playing dress up with our creations to make them more palatable? Or is there a deeper, more functional purpose at play? The answer, of course, is both. From a hardware perspective, robotic skin is a technological marvel. It's typically made from soft, flexible silicone or urethane polymers, materials chosen for their durability and resemblance to human skin's texture and elasticity. But this isn't just a passive covering. It's an active sensing organ. Embedded within this soft matrix is a dense network of tactile sensors. These can be capacitive, piezoelectric, or resistive, all different technologies aiming for the same goal: to translate pressure into an electrical signal. Think of it as creating a sheet of electronic nerve endings. The process is akin to high-tech baking. Engineers create a mold, often 3D printed, and then layer the flexible polymers with the sensor arrays, painstakingly wiring everything together before the final skin is cured. The result is a hand that can not only feel the shape of an object but also its texture, its temperature, and how it might be slipping. This is crucial for a robot that needs to operate in a human world, to hold a glass without dropping it or a person's arm without bruising it. So, the soft skin serves a deeply practical purpose. It provides a final, crucial layer of feedback data, and its inherent softness makes the robot safer, its touch more forgiving. A soft hand that bumps into you is startling. A metal one can break bones. However, we cannot ignore the profound psychological aspect. By making the robot feel softer, more human, we are attempting to bridge the gap between man and machine. We want our creations to be partners, not just tools. But this very act raises a counter-argument, doesn't it? In our quest to make them more like us, are we blurring a line that should perhaps remain distinct? When a robot's hand feels warm and soft, when its grip is gentle, does it lull us into a false sense of security, making us forget the powerful machinery that lies just beneath that thin silicone layer? Look at the latest news. Companies like Agility Robotics are deploying their robot, Digit, in logistics warehouses. It walks on 2 legs, has a torso, and has arms to carry packages. It doesn't have a human-like face, but its form is undeniably humanoid, designed to navigate spaces built for people. Tesla's Optimus robot is being developed with the explicit goal of performing tasks that are unsafe or boring for humans. As these machines become more integrated into our lives, the quality of their physical interaction, dictated by their joints and their skin, becomes paramount. The difference between a human joint and a robotic one, then, is not merely one of material. It is the difference between a system that grew and a system that was built. Our bodies are the result of millions of years of messy, brilliant evolution. A robot is the product of intentional, logical design. We are soft, compliant, and adaptable. They are rigid, powerful, and precise. And so the grand challenge continues. How do you build a system that has the strength of a machine but the gentleness of a human? How do you program logic that can replicate the intuition baked into our very DNA? As we get closer to solving the puzzle of the joints, as we perfect the art of the skin, we creep ever closer to creating a true mechanical mirror. But when we finally gaze into it, what will we see? Will we see a perfect reflection of ourselves? Or will we see something entirely new, looking back with an intelligence we designed, but may never fully understand? Perhaps the next time you stumble, and your knee effortlessly absorbs the shock, you should take a moment to appreciate it. It's a marvel. And it's a marvel that is pushing the limits of human ingenuity in ways we are only just beginning to comprehend.
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.